So start in 5 minutes. I will start in 5 minutes. It's now 2 minutes till the time, but I always let it be around 3 minutes longer, so I give everyone a chance to enter. And for the ones that see for later, you just need to wait like 5 minutes and we'll start properly. So we will start in about 4 or 5 minutes. I will give people some chance to enter. It's still 1 minute till the time we are supposed to start, but I always like to be a little in front, so we start in time. In this session now I will do some signals, and I will show swing trading in this one. Swing trading is basically when you're trading over a few days, at least from 1 to 1 day. We did day trading in another session. There we are basically ending trades in few hours. This one can be still in few hours, but most of the time we will see the trades end in basically 1 day or maybe a week. Now we will start in 3 minutes. Just give everyone a chance to enter. It's still 1 minute before the time they're supposed to start, so just see if I'm recording and everything is in order. Everything seems to be in order, so then we just wait. And as always, I will answer questions every 10 minutes or so. I'll start in 2 minutes. As this is recorded, I will not go too much over the time, but I will give people 2 more minutes to enter. By the way, I do next week also. I will go more into binary also, binary option. So we'll do both binary option and we will do Forex next week. Sure, you can copy. Completely up to you if you want to copy or not. I will start in 1 minute. And I will start with a signal actually. So you start in a good way for the ones that are interested in signals. Because you have a very good trading opportunity on gold. I will come to that in 1 minute. Yeah, then I will start. I gave people a chance to enter, and then I will start. So, what I was talking about. If you take a look here on gold, this is on daily chart. We will then mark up a area we see here. Let's make this one a nice green because we're basically looking for a buy opportunity. So what I'm looking for here now, as you can see, we did break below this support that is now resistance. But what you can see here now, that you have a long extended candle. That means you had a very strong rejection down here. I can mark it up so you can see. We mark it up there. And what I'm looking for then, as you have this strong rejection, see over here, basically the same happened here. We came down, strong rejection. What happened? We shoot up and we came all the way up to, let's see, we came up to 1878. So what I will do here now, I'm waiting. So when I see that it's like 10 minutes before the market close, and if we are for some reason above this green line here, I will open a trade. And how I will make it, I'll put here, we put the entry there, for example. Stop loss, I will just put a stop loss like here, because if I break below, let me see, around there, because you can see we have come down a few times, and if we break down, we are not interested to keep that trade. And I will go for a profit around the support area here, a resistant area, I mean. So this will be 3.4 against a 0.75 trade. So we're talking almost 4 times the take profit. So this is what I'm looking for. But only, I will not take it before like 10 minutes before the market close, because what I want to see is that we close, that the day close above the green. If we close below it, is a big chance that we will continue more down to the downside. So we don't want to enter the trade. So even though if this one will turn green and go up now, I will not enter. I will wait till the market close. So like 5-10 minutes before market close, because then if you're up in this region here, it's a very huge chance that we will not close below the green line. So that's my plan for gold. Now let's see if we have some more people here. Okay, we have 2 people at least. So, like I said in the start, we are going to do swing trading today. So this basically is a swing trade also, because we are doing on a daily chart, and this might be a trade in the upside that can be 1 day or can be week, 2 weeks before we hit take profit or stop loss. For that case, we never win everything, but in this case we only need to win 1 out of 3 trades and we still make profit basically. So this I think is a very good trade, but we need to wait till the last minutes before the market close, because Forex works like this: support resistance on a daily chart. If you close above or below a support or resistance zone, it's very important zones. You also can see another thing here. If you can mark it up, we take a trend line, we can see we also have a trend that go like down like this. Let me mark it. So that's also an important one, that when you break this blue line, that's also an indication that it's good. So that's also that if you are very careful, you can wait till you break this blue line you see here. You can mark it up the same way I did, and when you have a day and you close above it, so come a candle that is, for example, green or whatever, that is above this green line and the blue line, and we close above it, that's a perfect scenario for that we are turning from a downtrend short intraday downtrend to that we're going to uptrend. So but right now, yes, it's a bearish market, so that's why we need to have the correct times to enter. Now let's see, I will talk more 3 minutes and I'll check if you have any questions. So, as I did with the day trading, for the swing trading we are going to be looking on euro against dollar. And for day trading, for swing trading I mean, we are then looking on the 1 hour, 4 hour and 1 hour. With day trading we are looking for 30 minutes and 15 minutes. We can also go down to 5 minutes, but I feel 5 minutes for day trading I don't like. For day trading I stick to the 15 and 30, most of the time 30. For swing trading I'm looking mostly on 1 hour, but also 4 hour. So let's do on the 1 hour. So like last time, this time around I will only show Doge channel, I'll show MACD, and if we have any time in the end I will show how I am trading. Basically what I will do next week, because next week the only thing I'm going to do next week, I'm going to explain my trading methods and I'm going to do many signals on different pairs. So I will be looking for trades basically. So it'll be more like a 1 hour view into how I'm thinking and how I find trades through the day. And that will be for Forex and for binary option. For binary option I typically take 1 or 2 minutes trades, but so you have the possibility to copy me in this 1 hour I'm going to trade. I'm going to be looking for 5 minutes trades, because then if I push buy or sell with binary option, you have the possibility to do so too, even though maybe you get a better or worse entry than me, because it can go both ways, right? Now we'll see if you have any questions before I start with the session here. Okay, I don't see any questions, but we can write. There. So every 10 minutes I will go back here and just check if there are any questions, so we make sure everyone is following what I'm doing. So let's go back here. Now the indicators we want to be adding in the start is, as always, we add moving average. So again, this is for basic trading. I will next week show how I trade, but in this session I will still show you ways you can trade with indicators, because sometimes that's the easiest for beginners to be trading. And even if you're not a beginner, it's actually profitable to trade with indicators if you use them correctly, of course. So we add this one, and we are going to add something called DC, a Doge channel. When you write DC, will come one of the first. For me, come first because I have a star on it. But you can see if you write DC, if you don't have a star in top from before, then will come number 4. So you see here, that's one. So we choose that one. We will then go to this moving average. The one I'm choosing is you have a 50 and 200, because some times I like to use both these, but for this session we are only going to use one. So you put this more like a gear thing here, you push that, you go to style, you turn off the 50. I like to have this yellow, and I like to have it a little thicker, so it's more easy to see for entries. Okay, so then we close it, then you have like that. So now, as you can see, like I said, with the day trading, with swing trading we basically trade the same way, only will take longer time, because now every candle you see here now is 1 hour. Okay, so when we are below, that means when these candles are below the 200 moving average, this yellow line you see here, we are only going to look for sell opportunities. Okay, so And sell opportunities is when you can see a new level is reached. So when you, for example, you see here, for example, you see a line from here to there. When you get one that cross below it, like here, that will be a sell trade. But this trade we would not have been taking because this occurred above the yellow line. So the only way that we are going to take a sell trade is if we hit a higher level, because now you can see it go down, 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 down. We still have not hit. You need to have one that hit a little higher here, and then when you go down again, that's a trade for us. So basically here, for example, I would have been taking a short trade here on this one, and as always we put the stop loss a little above the top line, and we take 1.5. So this, for example, this will be an ongoing trade for me, and I would never close this trade. Whatever happens, I keep it open. So this will be an ongoing trade for me, for example. But you can see we go directly in profit. Even when you are so close to take profit, never close the trade before the time, because if you start to do that, you are breaking it. Okay? Because that means that when you start to hit stop losses, because that will happen, you will not win every trade. You will win maybe around 56% of the time. And when you start to close them before the time, you're making, so the times when you're losing maybe can be bigger than your take profit. So always just, when you're taking the trade, forget about it, let it run. Don't try to micromanage your trades. Okay? So always keep your trade, even if you take to a stop loss, good, you did your job, you kept the trade open. That's what we want. We never want to close our trades before the time. So that will be one trade here, but let's see if we can find trades that are finished. Let's go merge more back, just so we can find a few examples. So like I said, this is swing trading. Okay, so yes, here we have a perfect one. You see we go down, we got a lower low here, because you see you have a line here that is flat, right? And you see we got one that hit here. I would maybe have taken this trade. It's good to see, because that would be a stop loss trade. This one we would have lost. Good, we need to see that also. It's good for you to see that we don't win every trade. We will take a stop loss up here, and our take profit, and you see, I don't even need to put it, you see, we would have lost that one. But perfect, we need to see that. It's perfect to see that no trading style win all the time. But right after, even while the trade is taken, what happened? We go above, and we got a higher high here, do you see? So we would have taken a long trade here. We would say take our stop loss just below this line you see down here, and we will take a 1.5. So here you will see what come to what I talked about, swing trading. Swing trading means that the trade can be open for days, or more than one day at least. So you see, we open the trade 19 of May, and we close the trade actually 23 of May, 8. So I guess also a weekend here maybe. But by the way, you can see we open the trade for many hours. Actually, no, I don't think it's a weekend, because let me see, 20, yes, it's a weekend in between here. But by the way, the trade was open for a long time. So that's the thing. This is swing trading, because you're opening a trade 19 and the trade was closed at 23. So basically the trade was open 4 days before it got closed. So that's why 1 hour is considered swing trading. 30 minutes, that's day trading. So let's look for more trading opportunities. Like here, we will not open because we are below. We are only looking for sell opportunities. Here you can see, here was a perfect one. You see here we got a higher high. Okay, here we would actually open a long trade. Good to see. It's going to be a loser. Like I said, we need to see the losers because it's good also. So you can see here, there would be a loser. I don't need to see if we would lost it there, right? So you need to see that the winnings, this strategy only have 56% win rate, but we make more money as we have 1 to 1.5. So even if it was 50%, we would have made money. So then we can see here, we would have already opened a short position here on the closing bar here. We will take the stop loss a little above here, and our take profit would hit down there. You see? And I can even say we would have taken, let me see if we can find another trade. Here, okay, this is important. This is important. When you see a long bar like this, a super long bar, and you see the stop loss is so far down here, never, even though you got a higher high here, when it's something like this, just forget about it. Because then if you start to take trades like this, your stop loss is so huge and you need to have an even huger take profit. We don't trade this. We only trade when it's normal small bars like this, but when it's this huge bar like this, never trade it. You need to make sure that this distance between down here and up here is not too big. Okay? Now let's see if we have some question as we are 20 minutes in. The gold trade is, I can go back to see the gold trade. I can write it also. Let's see here, the gold trade I was talking about. Let's go all the way to today. So I can write down this one. So we look for gold long trade if daily close above, let me see, just I take correctly here now, we need to close above, let's say 8 here. So yeah, 18.8. I take then a trade with entry, take profit, at there, and stop loss at there. There. That's the gold trade I'm basically looking for. So that's the first signal for today. If I see any signals while, I think it will be more, if you are staying here till the end of the session, there might be a few signals in the end, but right now I'm just showing basic ways for you to trade. Next week will be a little more the way I'm trading, so you're going to keep to that. Okay, so right now I'm just showing how you can trade with indicators. Personally, I'm not trading with indicators, so next week will be a lot of signals, because basically the 3 sessions I'm going to have next week will be for gold Gold trading, all Forex type of tradings will be binary option. I will take everything next week. Will be only signals next week. I will just be looking through all the different type of pairs and trade while you all are looking. So let's continue. So I'll go back to euro against dollar. As you can see here, this could have been a trade also. So let's go a little more back. I will find a couple of more opportunities. Like here let's go more back. Was a winner, but you don't need to look only the winners. Let's see. So we can start here. So here you can see once again with DC Dogecoin channel, we got a higher high here, and here we are looking for sell opportunities. We got here's the entry, for example. Here will be a short position here. The stop loss is okay, and we'll take 1.5 and we'll be closer there. So we would have here taken the trade 22 of April 6, and the trade will close 25. So once again you can see is swing trading go over many days. Okay, so here let's see here now for our buy opportunities. You see we are below here. We get, I would not have taken here because the higher high was taken below the long here, so would have been a winner, but we will not take it because we not need to stick to our rules. We are still looking sell opportunities. So here you can see we have a higher, we got a lower here, so we will take a trade here with a short position with the closest bar here. The stop loss we would have taken about here, and we are going to take it to 1.5. This is a little, it's in the limit, I will say, for half, because the stop loss is big. But let's see, we move it out, we go more, we need to have it to 1.5. Some actually, this would actually be a loser actually, as you can see, because even 1.23 will not have taken a profit. So this would be a losing trade, wouldn't it? Yes, we would have lost this trade. Yes, lost it here. And you see you would have this trade open from 14th of April till 21. So you see, once again trades go over many days. And like I said from the start, I think from this session to now we have around 50% win rate. But if you backtest this for 100 times, the win rate is around 56%. And as, like I said, every take profit we take to 1.5, the winners are bigger than the stop loss. So that means that we, even with 50%, like I will repeat again, you will make money. So this is a profitable strategy. Now I think we are done with Dogecoin channel. I will not talk more about Dogecoin channel. Now we will go over to MACD, and when we are done with MACD, I will be done with MACD also. From then on, I think maybe the last 15 minutes of this session, I will start to show you the way I trade without using indicators. So if you are into using indicators that you think is too difficult without indicators, then just see my recordings and you will learn from them. But I like there is a much higher win rate trading the way I trade. So that's something, but it's a little more advanced. So if you don't feel for that, then you can just follow my trading all next week, all the weeks after, and just copy my trades if you feel for that. And after a little while, you will start to understand it. So, but now let's go to the MACD. So let's clear everything. Let's remove these things because we don't need it more. Because MACD is very different from DC. MACD is looking for trend change. With DC, we follow the trend. So it's two completely different ways of trading. So here, for example, here you would be in a short position with DC early. With MACD, you would maybe start to enter with buy opportunities instead. So now we will still have the moving average 200. Now the only thing we will add is MACD cross. So you write MACD. Then there are many MACD, by the way. You just need one like this one you see here. That is a crossover. Crossover means that you have two lines, blue and a red. I think we changed this blue to yellow, so maybe it shows a little better. Let's see. Yeah, was easier to see. So that means when the yellow cross up for the red, we are looking for buy. When cross above and down, we're looking for sell. So long and short. And it's only valid if it's cross above. If you go to, for example, for short, for sell, need to be above the zero line. And for long, need to be below the zero line, the line you see here. Okay? Let's first see if there are any questions before we start with MACD. So what I basically said now, try to keep your trading to maximum 3 trades a day. If you start to be losing, stop for the day. Hold to 3 trades a day, because if you do that, if you keep to only 3 trades a day, you will start to be very conservative about when you enter your trades. So you just go for the good ones. If you are this type of trader that takes like 20 trades a day, sorry, don't do that. Then you're over trading. You're taking too many trades, and you're not so conservative about what you need to enter your trades. So try to keep a limit to 3 trades a day, and you should win at least 2 of them every single day. Can be, of course, that you get one day that you lose 2 and win 1. Completely okay. Can even be a day you lose all 3. Completely okay, but just keep to that strategy, that you only keep to that 3 trades a day. If you start to do that, you will be successful. And you need to keep to one strategy. Don't be jumping in between different type of ways of trading. Okay? So now let's take MACD. So basically, in one way you have the same rule as you have with Dogecoin channel. That means when the chart, and we are still on 1 hour, and we're still doing swing trading, so the trades will be open for more than 1 hour, 2 hours. This will be days most of the time. So when the charts here are above 200 moving average, you see a line, we are looking for only buy opportunities. So here, for example, you can see we are below the zero line. The yellow here crossed the red here. That means it's a buy trade, long trade, right? So let's mark that trade. We go in here. Here we will take it, and the stop loss we put below the yellow line. I will put it below the lowest low you see here. So let's put a lid there. That would be a good stop loss. Like the Dogecoin channel, we are taking 1.5. So see here is 117. So that means we need to go a little more up. And there. And you can see we did open the trade 23 of June, 19 o'clock. And the trade would be closing 27th of June, 7 o'clock. So you can see the trade would be open basically for 4 days before you close, but would be up, take profit. MACD, by the way, have a much higher win rate than DC, but it's not so clear where the stop loss is to be taken. So you need to think a little more. With DC, you have a clear position for where to put your stop loss. But here you need to think a little yourself. But have the 200 moving average as a guideline for the stop loss. So let's see here. One more trade, same direction. So here, let's see. We take a long position. We see here also, we are crossing with the yellow below the zero line. We are up, the chart is above the yellow. So we would enter a trade on this one here. The stop loss here is perfect actually. You see it's a little below this one you see here. Like the another one, we take 1.5 and there. Here maybe we closed the same day. Let's see, we did open the trade 9 o'clock 22 and we closed it 14:22. So the trade was open then basically for 6 hours. So it's not often this happen that you are able to close the same day, but will happen. Here, one more trade. You see here we are crossing above. Let's mark this zero line a little better so it's easier for you to see. Let's make this one white. I'm sorry for the background noise. You have some children playing outside, so it's quite annoying, but there's nothing I can do with it. So I hope you hear me good. Now let's see if we can have this one line. It's better. So now, yeah, now I marked the zero line a little better, so it's easier for you to see. So you can see we are above this white zero line. We are below the 200 moving average with the chart. You cross down, the yellow cross down for the red. That means we are looking for sell opportunities. We will then open the trade on this one there. We put the stop loss a little above the last top you see here, as it's so close to the yellow line. We put a take profit to 1.5 there, and would be a winner. So till now you can see we have 3 trades in a very short amount of time, but it's not so short if you think about it, because here we opened one trade 16, the next trade would be open 22, the next would be open 23. So you see, it's not always you will find a trade every single day. Can be some. That's why we look more trading opportunities. So the thing is, that's what I'm telling. Only do 3 trades a day, because there will be days that you maybe don't even find a trade. Don't be taking trades just to take trades. Wait for the time to take a trade, because if you do that, you're more successful. Now I will show you one example of a trade I would not have taken. Here you have one. You see, we are crossing above the zero line. We cross down. You see, we are below the 200 moving average. I will not take this trade. Why not? We are too far away from the 200 moving average. We only take trades if we are reasonably close to the 200 moving average. Like this one, it's still a little far away, but I might have taken it. But as you see, the cross happened below the zero line. We've not taken that trade either. But here, the cross is exactly on the zero line. I would have actually have taken it, because you see the yellow is above, so I would have taken it. So that means here, for example, we are below the zero line. we would have taken it here and quite easily I'll take profit again. So this is the fourth trade. Let's take it to 1.5, and there you have it, one more winner. So then from this session now we have 4 out of 4 winners. Let's look if we can find a loser, would be nice also. Here, let's take this one. There's a short trade. We go in exactly here. The stop loss we put up there, and let's put it to 1.5. Let's see. Perfect. Here would actually be our first losing trade. Of course, depending if you put stop loss there, let's see, it would still be a loser. Would actually be a winner. So here you can see, different from the Doji channel, all about how big you put the stop loss. If I have taken it the first position, we would have lost it. If I would be more conservative and take my time to take it a little closer to here, because basically we want to put a little above the last stop. So you can see here would have won it exactly. So you can see the risk about that. So now I've got a winner, but we will count it as a loser, this one. So we have 4 winners and 1 loser till now. Let's see if we have any questions. No, we can't win them all, but as long we make profit, we are golden. Yes, make sure you invite your friends. Make sure your friends invite. I was going to write invite your friends. Yes, you get actually commission when you invite your friends. So if you have some friends and you want them to join this academy, do it, because you can start to invite a few friends. Suddenly you are in the academy completely for free, because your friends are basically paying your academy for you in some ways, you can say. So yes, and trust me, from next week, just following my classes, you are getting your money back worth in signals, because I will do binary option signals and I will do Forex signals, all my sessions. So you can just, if you feel for it, you can copy it, and if you want to learn from it, you do that. It's completely up to you how you spend your time following my trades. So let's take one more and I will start to show you the way I trade. So here we have a cross up. Yes, good, perfect. Here we have a losing trade. We need to see that also. So we would cross here, we will take the trade here, take the stop loss down here, and we would lose. So it's just so you see that can happen also. Here we will take a buy trade. That will be the last one I take for this session, by the way. Buy trade here. We take the stop loss for MACD, I mean. Stop loss in 6. Let's see. There, just so we have the stop loss correct, and the take profit on 1.5 there. So then we can say we have 1, 2 losses, 1 win, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this, just by looking MACD now, we would have 6 winners and 2 losers. And each winner is 1.5 and loser is 1. That means if each trade is like, if a losing trade is $1, you win 1.5 when you win, for example, if you are trading so little. So as you can see, the win rate on MACD is huge, but as long as you do correctly. So make sure if you are coming in late or seeing the recording, make sure you see it many times so you're sure you do the way I do, because then you actually can be trading only MACD if that's what you want. So now I will start with the way I trade, and that will be the way I will do in all the another session when we're talking about Forex. And like I said, next week I will start to do binary option also. So I will do signals so you can follow, and you basically will learn the way I trade binary option, and you can take it as a learning session, or you can start to copy what I'm doing. That's completely up to you. So before I start, let's see if there are any more questions. There are many pairs you can use. I think it's better I show you here. I will the pairs I will say is Euro, USD. Let's see. I would add USD GPY. USD GPY. I will say gold. Gold is very cool to trade. It's a good one. Let's do New Zealand. I would be, and GBP USD, did I write that one? No. GBP USD. United Kingdom against American dollar also, and let's say GBP GPY. So if you're going to start with a few pairs, keep to these ones. Don't be looking too many pairs. If you're going to trade, like I said, keep to these ones for in the start, because that's major pairs. I will not be trading minor pairs in the start, because the difference is that minor pairs can move a lot more. Like for example, USD GPY and GBP GPY, they move quite a lot also. But like I said, you can start with these ones and add more later. Okay. I teach 3 times a week. There might be more later, but for now I teach Monday, Wednesday and Friday, the same time every time. So it's yeah, so next session for me will be next Monday, and next Monday I will do binary option and Forex, and will be only signals. So I'll write it here also for the ones that maybe don't have sound. Forex and so there will be Forex and binary option signals in the next sessions. So now I will start with my way of trading. Then we go up to 4 hour. This will now be a little more swing trading again. So here is, for example, what I'll be looking at. If I'll be looking at this chart right now in euro against dollar, like for example now it's no trade for me, but I will mark it up and I will explain. I will take a trend line here like this, and the trend line don't need to be perfect, it's just for you to have a little idea. Then I would make a horizontal line here. We can see that this is a area of interest. So what I'm looking at here now, here we can basically, we don't use moving average by the way. So here we are either looking for a short trade or long trade in a very close future. I don't think anything will happen today. I've not taken a trade today, by the way. I think this might be in Monday. Okay? So what we are looking for here now, we want the 4 hour to close below this red line or above the blue line. Then I would have been waiting for a retest of the blue line before I enter with the trade. And the take profit, I would then be after, of course, for wherever it's closing. I would look on the next resistance zone, for example. Here, for example, you can see we clearly have, let's make this one green. Make it green, it's a little nicer, so it's a difference. So the take profit could be, for example, up here, and the stop loss could be down here. So let's say, for example, we close around here, we get a retest and we get a new bar, and we open, for example, here. I would have taken a take profit little below this one, because you can see, if you see back here, okay, we hit up here, we hit up here, but this is an area we hit often, so I would take a take profit there. And the stop loss, I would basically just put maybe something like this. So that's, for example, one trade. So right now I will just be waiting for a confirmation that this one close above this blue line here, and the trade could be something like this, for example. So in a very close future, I guess Monday, we can get a trade on euro against dollar. This is one possibility. The next possibility can be that we get a short trade. That means we close below here. So then we need to do a little different. Then we remove this one. Let's say then we close below this red line here. Then let's mark the trend, because we have a trend down here. Let's do like that. We make it so you can get a little nicer around there. So the short trade would not be so big as the long trade in that, but we close below. Let's say we close below here, for example, the bar close here. We would then take a stop loss just above like this, and here I would basically just a 1 to 1.5. So I will take the around there, for example, to 1.5 I would have here, but you see it's close enough. So I will maybe look for a trade down here, because we might follow this trend line you see down, and then the maximum would be around here, so we hit this blue down here somewhere. So I would see it's something more like this, basically. So that's a possibility if for the downside. So we are not closing ourselves for a trade for one direction, we are looking for both. But the probability, as we have a strong support line here that you see have been for a very long time, and we have this trend line down, so if we break here, I think it's a higher probability for a long trade with euro against dollar, but you never know. So we basically need to be waiting a little for this one, but yes, here is a good trade. I will now show you another one that is amazing to trade if but here is to trade with the trend is amazing. So I'll show you. You enter, take a trend line up here, right, and we take one like this. Let's see the upside. Let's see, remove it a little, like that. Like I said, don't need to be perfect. So every time when you can already start to see here, you can make the trend line. Then you basically you do like that. You make for every level, and we can see one here, and we can see one up here. So every time you are broken, let's make this one green also. So every time you break one of these, you see here, for example, this is a perfect scenario. You see, you go up here, you break this one, you get a retest, you are close to your trend line. Here we would have taken a trade. Then what we do, and with the USD GPY we think different. So we open the trade here, you take the stop loss little above where we started the new trend, we broke up, right? So you're a little below there. You enter, and what you do, let's move this a little more to the side. You see, we open here, you broke this support, resistant, and this becomes support. Okay, perfect. You hold it, and you broke the next. Then you move this one to 0. Now we are in a 0 trade. Okay. Then you continue. You can see here now that you have a new support added here. When you have reached that one, you move your stop loss up to the next level here. So then I will mark this one so you can see easy. Take this one, we make it red. Now our stop loss will be here, and our take profit, we just basically don't have a take profit. You just hold the trade. So you came up here, you broke this one, cool. We can see then that here is the next level, right? Because you see we start to go down again. So then we can make a new line here. There, we change it to green. And our stop loss, let's remove. We move then our stop loss to the last level we had. That's this one here. Let's change it to red. So now our stop loss is here. And you see, we are continue up. Now we are about here. We see yet again. Here we have a new type of resistance. We make a line there. Our stop loss is down there, by the way, now. So let's make this one green. So this is to follow the trend, because your profit can be so much huger. That's something that you need to do with USD GPY. Okay, so now you're waiting to see if you can cross this one. Stop loss is down here, and we broke it here. You see what happened then? We move our stop loss here. So now our stop loss is all the way here. You see? So then we start to see, okay, where is our next level? Next level, we can say it's up here. Okay, so now we are looking for, if we break that, we take it out, we mark it, make it green. We basically see then that no, we did not break it, and we fall down and we take the stop loss here. But the stop loss is of course huge profit, because we entered the trade down here and we kept it all the way up here. So instead of taking profit around here, you can see we got all the way up here because we did follow the trend, right? So that's a perfect scenario to be trading Forex, to when you see you start to have a trend, to mark areas where you see the market is hitting, and when you break it, you move your stop loss all the time, and you can follow all the way up. Even there are some traders that for every level they go up, they go in with a new entry, new entry, new entry. So they are building on a trade also. That's something we are going to talk more about in future session, how you can add trades on a trade that are running in profit for you. Because then you're adding and adding and adding. So you get a huge reward in the end. So that's something we're going to look at also. Now I see we are 3 minutes left, so now I will use the last 3 minutes if there are any questions. Yeah, we can't rush in Forex market. Need a lot of need a lot of patience, basically. I heard some people are trading only 3-4 pairs from the total list. Do you think it's a good shot? Yes. So, keep too few pairs and only trade max 3-4 trades a day. Never be over trading. Keep it to few trades. Because if you start to do more than 3-4 trades, that means you're taking bad trades. So you need to keep to as few trades as possible, so you are very conservative. So the trades you're taking, start to learn your eyes to see support, resistance zones, like you see here. Support, resistance zones, because they are very important when we are trading on 4 hour. So when you break any of this, they are huge when you break it. But it's not enough you break it, because you can break a support resistance, but can be a fake out. So always wait to see that if you are in the downside, that you break it, that you actually are staying above it on the next buy. That's a good indication. And also just wait for the retest. Like for example here you see we broke below, and if you're going for a long trade, for example, you see we broke above, you got a retest, and you would enter here, for example. Just wait for the confirmations. But I love to trade with trend lines, because you can get so huge profit doing so. Because you get so many trades, you can actually say that you could even have opened the trade even before. Because you can see here also that we have a resistance line here also that we broke here. So you could actually have opened this trade, could actually have started all the way down here. We have started all the way down here, and we would have closed it only when we hit up here. So the trade will be all this area. So it's a huge trade we could have got. So to trade with a trend line and support resistance, that's the way to go. So that's it for this session. We are done for this session. I will just answer this question first. Yes, I do. I hold Bitcoin for the long run. I see Bitcoin now is retesting more the direction we have in our last bull run, and I think as long as we keep above, we can see now coin market cap very fast what the current Bitcoin price is at. Yes, you can see we are keeping around the last bull run. If Bitcoin start to go below 17,000, that would be something strange. I don't think we'll do that. I think we will keep around where we are now, because through history, Bitcoin have always never fallen so much below the last bull run. So I think we are now around the bottom. I will buy more Bitcoin now, but it's to hold for the long run. Bitcoin is not something we can call day trading and swing trading. It's something for months. They can be months, can be even a year, 2 years before I close my position with Bitcoin and change for USDT or something like that. So yes, I'm holding Bitcoin, but that's another beast. Cryptocurrency trading is very difficult. I would not, if you're new into trading, cryptocurrency is maybe one of the most difficult thing to trade. So I personally, if I were you, I would keep to Forex trading. So that's it for this session. I hope you have a perfect day and perfect weekend.